And it is finally here. Age of Empires, the original Age of Empires remastered. They called it the Definitive Edition. What is going on, everybody, and welcome to a video. This game just launched today, August the 19th, on Steam and also on the Microsoft Store. And I am so excited. This is a game that I have been watching, well, ever since they really announced it, honestly. This game I spent hours and hours and hours as a child playing. This game is my childhood remastered, essentially. I have not even started playing it yet. That launch that you just saw was the first launch of the game since I downloaded it. And so let's jump into some single player and see how it stacks up compared to the original game. Alright, so here we are. Let's see. There's not nearly as many settings as I thought there was going to be. The UI is definitely different than the original game is. Let's do random map. Let's do rivers. Gigantic, normal, population limit 250, that's it. It's still better than the original game was, but at this point you'd think there'd be more considering the HD edition of Age of Empires 2 has a 500 population limit, so you'd think, you know, the technology's out there now that they can up that. Resources, starting age, victory type, all of that, default, standard, whatever. Game mode, Definitive Edition, and Classic. Alright, so we're gonna try both in this video then, if that is an option. I'm gonna be the Babylonians, the Greeks. I'm gonna be the Greeks. Gotta deal with the Greeks. And I'm always green. Alright, and so let's start a new game. Alright, so it still has the same look, but everything is definitely more detailed than it used to be. Start off by building a house for now. Storage. I don't really need a storage pit yet. Need to do some exploring, but we're gonna need a barracks at some point. Alright, take this guy out, and we're going to... Alright, good, you can still at least do the flags. First we'll do a big circle around this camp. Alright, now you can go. Okay. It has been a while since I played Age of Empires. Does he automatically walk to the flags? He does. Okay, so it used to be you click around the map, and then you click, right click. You shift, click around the map, then you right click, and he would follow it. That doesn't appear to be a thing anymore. Now it's just you just kind of shift click still is still to place the flags, but then you can don't have to do that right click at the end. It just automatically will go around. Alright, so I'm up against the top side of the map. I kind of knew that already, but that's alright. I like the zoom function. That was not a thing in the original game. The graphics are much better, but I'm kind of surprised they're not better than they even are now. It's like... I mean, this game originally came out in the 90s. And here we are 20 years later. I think they'd put a little bit more effort into the player models. I mean, the rest of the stuff looks pretty good. But, whatever. Alright, I'm not treating clubmen, because clubmen are a waste of time. Unless you get attacked. But clubmen, they only go up to axemen, or at least they used to. Yeah, they still only go up to axemen, so they're still pretty pointless. Alright, he has done his loop. We build a granary? Not yet. Well, we still need food. You can start collecting that while these boys chop down some trees. I'm not going to the tool age yet. I'm going to create 2 more villagers. We're going to go up from there then. Alright, so... see. And it's been so long, I don't remember how to play this game. I tried and I still have my original disc of this game, like the original version of this game. I tried to install it and it did not work. So I was reading online, there is some stuff you can do to get it to install. But then I saw this was going to be coming out in August, which it is now August. I was so excited, I said, well, forget it. I can wait the extra little bit. I don't want to play it like that bad, which I ended up playing it anyway. I still have my original computer. I shouldn't say original. My original computer was a Pentium 2. I still have my first computer that I built for gaming, which is a Pentium 4 with a GeForce 4600 GT, I believe is what's in it. I still have that computer. It still has Windows XP on it with the 40 gigabyte hard drive, because back in those days that was huge. And so I did end up getting on and playing a little bit on there. Because this game did still, the original game, I shouldn't say this game, the original Age of Empires Gold Edition is what I had, and it did work on Windows XP. Alright, let's do 2 more. Wow, these guys are not creating food fast enough. Let's do... Resource gathering seems to be slower than I remember it being. But that might be just me. Again, it has been a long time since I played Age of Empires 1. Chop down that tree there. $500 to go on. What's the 3 there? Just how much food you have. Villagers gather food from farms, berry bushes, fish, gazelles, elephants, crocodiles, and lions. Fishing boats also gather food from fishing. But it doesn't tell me what the 3 is right there. Oh, it's the number of villagers you have gathering. Ah, okay. So the wood icon, the little number there on the bottom right-hand corner, 3, shows how many villagers I have gathering. I don't believe that was in the original game. I don't remember that feature. Food, also 3. Golden stone, I have no one. And then my house, obviously, I mean, look at that and say it's gonna be the hut. I have space for 8 people. Currently have 6. Oh, that's cool. It's dynamic now. That didn't used to be dynamic. It was just black before. Black clouds. Now it's a dynamic where it's going to be moving. There's little details like that. Gold. Looks a whole lot better than it used to. I mean, everything looks better than it used to, but... Don't go that way. Come over here. Put a storage pit up here. This game was so much simpler than Age of Empires 2. Your inventory, your storage pit. You didn't have your different gold mine and... Or I shouldn't say different mines, because it was one mine for the both, and then lumber camps, and mining camps, lumber camps, and mills. This game really looks like more like Age of Empires 3 with slightly more detail. Alright, I need to hurry up and get up so I can research my next guys. Because I don't want to have no defenses, but I also don't want to waste resources on clubmen. Alright, so I'm going to build this up a little bit. So far, I really do enjoy this. Brings me back to the good old days, as some might say. Storage done. So I am gonna do a stream of this, of Age of Empires Definitive Edition. I'm gonna do a couple streams. I'll have the videos if you miss it and you want to see the streams. I'll do probably an hour or two of gameplay. Just say about 2 hours, give or take a little bit, of gameplay. Videos will be on my Twitch and on the YouTube channel and past live streams. I'm also going to create a new playlist for all the Age of Empires Definitive Edition stuff. So all the videos will be posted in that. You can find the playlist. But here's just a sneak little peek at Age of Empires 1. I'm gonna go ahead and break down and build 6 of those just because I want to kind of explore the map a little bit and see what else is here before we say goodbye for now. Well, actually, here's what we're gonna do. So this is the Definitive Edition. I can go back to classic gameplay too. I do want to take a look at that too and see how that plays. That's a lot more detail than they used to have. Sounds are about the same though. It's a little different. They may have used new sounds, but alright, so we're gonna create some clubmen. We're gonna just walk around. We should find someone pretty similar, pretty close. Should be 8 guys, 7 other players, and they're probably scattered around the map. Something like 2 to 3 to a side. Considering we're in the middle, there's probably one on each side of us. Okay, so it's just chat. They don't have the objectives, menu, age you're in, idle villagers. Oh, I'm out of houses. That'd be why no one's troops are coming in. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and mute this mic so you guys just enjoy the gameplay for the next little bit. And I've been rambling on long enough. Alrighty. So that's going to be the end of this part of it. I'm going to go ahead and back out of this now. I think it's a little too slow for me. I might turn up the game speed on the next one. But what we're going to do now is go in and try the classic and see how much different the classic is from the definitive. I'll leave the speed at normal for now just to see like a nice little comparison. Oh, classic mode is like legit classic. Like the original game, no new textures, no zooming. This is the original. This is the game I'm used to. It's the same sounds and everything. Wow, that's so awesome. So if I want to play the old game, I still can. Alright. Alright. I'm pleasantly surprised at classic mode. This is the original game. This is the game I grew up with. Alright, so now you know both modes. Classic mode still is about the same game speed as the other one. Oh, don't restart that. Go ahead and quit out of that. I'm gonna get ready to start my stream here in a little while. Get this video on uploaded, and well, there you have it. This is Age of Empires Definitive Edition. This is the original Age of Empires with both the classic and the upgraded textures, the new textures, 4K textures, that whole 9 yards that they bragged about in their trailers. And thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you don't like it, leave a dislike. If you want to subscribe, go for it. It would certainly help me out. And y'all have a good day.